Are you faithfully taking your vitamins, believing you're paving the way to stronger legs, only to find that some might be secretly working against you? Imagine this. You're building a sturdy house, your body. But what if some of the materials you're adding, thinking they're reinforcements, are actually weakening the foundation? Could two incredibly common supplements, if taken the wrong way, be undermining your leg strength and keeping you from that vibrant, active life you deserve? It's a startling thought, almost like a friendly guide leading you down the wrong path, but it's a conversation we absolutely need to have. Hello and a warm welcome. We all cherish the dream of strong, capable legs, especially as we navigate our vibrant years past 60. Our legs are our faithful companions, carrying us through daily adventures, allowing us to chase after grandkids, enjoy beloved hobbies, and maintain that precious mobility which, let's be honest, is the cornerstone of independence. In pursuit of this, many of us turn to the colorful aisles of vitamins and supplements, hoping for that extra edge for our muscles and bones. But here's a crucial piece of wisdom we often overlook. Not all vitamin use is a step in the right direction. In fact, sometimes, and this is vital to grasp, more is definitely not better. It's like overwatering a plant. You intend to help it grow, but too much can drown the roots. Today we're putting two specific vitamins under the microscope. These are vitamins that, when taken in excess, can unexpectedly backfire, potentially harming your leg strength and overall health. We'll journey into how this can occur, touching upon conditions like hypercalcemia, and more importantly, what practical steps you can take to ensure your supplements are your allies, not your adversaries. What we're sharing today isn't just casual talk. It's grounded in current research and established guidelines, including important recommendations like those from the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force, USPSTF. For instance, their December 2024 guidance advises against routine vitamin D supplementation for most older adults for the primary prevention of falls and fractures, a point we'll delve into more deeply. Our goal isn't to create alarm around vitamins, but to empower you with a clearer understanding so you can use them wisely, like a skilled craftsman choosing the right tool for the job. As we journey through life, our bodies are constantly evolving, like a landscape changing with the seasons. Our metabolism might not be the energetic youngster it once was. The way we absorb nutrients can shift, and many of us are skillfully managing various health conditions or taking different medications. These changes can make us more sensitive to the potential downsides of supplements. Vitamin advertisements often paint a picture of boundless energy and Herculean strength, which can easily lead us to believe that if a little bit is good, then a whole lot must be fantastic. Unfortunately, that's a misleading trail, especially when it comes to fat-soluble vitamins, the kind your body likes to hold on to, storing them away. Think of fat-soluble vitamins like oil paint. If you add too much paint to a canvas, it doesn't just disappear, it builds up, layer upon layer, and can eventually obscure the picture or even damage the canvas. Water-soluble vitamins, on the other hand, are more like watercolors. If you use too much, the excess tends to wash away with water. One significant risk that can emerge from taking too much of certain vitamins is a condition called hypercalcemia. In simple terms, this means there's an unwelcome surplus of calcium circulating in your blood. Now, calcium is undeniably a hero nutrient, essential for building strong bones and ensuring our muscles function smoothly. But imagine a perfectly balanced recipe. Too much of one ingredient, even a good one like salt, can spoil the dish. Similarly, too much calcium in your bloodstream, often triggered by an overabundance of certain vitamins, can paradoxically weaken your bones, pave the way for kidney stones, and even interfere with the intricate workings of your heart and brain. And directly relevant to our discussion today, hypercalcemia can manifest as muscle weakness, pervasive fatigue, and nagging bone pain, all of which directly undermine your leg strength and your ability to move freely. Consider this for a moment. The very supplement you might be taking with the best intentions, hoping to fortify your legs, could, if you're not vigilant, be achieving the exact opposite. That's not just frustrating, it can be deeply worrying. Losing leg strength isn't merely about physical discomfort. It can erode your confidence, plant seeds of worry about falls, and gradually shrink your world as everyday activities become challenging hurdles. We want to equip you with the knowledge to sidestep these pitfalls and genuinely support your body's incredible capacity for strength. The first vitamin we need to shine a spotlight on is one that's frequently recommended, almost like a trusted old friend, especially for seniors: vitamin D. Now let me be crystal clear. Vitamin D is absolutely fundamental to our well-being. It plays a starring role in helping our bodies absorb calcium, which is crucial for maintaining healthy bones. It's also a key supporter of your immune system and ensures your muscles are working as they should. As we age, our skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight naturally declines, a bit like a solar panel becoming less efficient over time. Plus, we might find ourselves spending more time indoors. These factors mean that many older adults can easily develop a deficiency, which is precisely why supplements are often suggested. The peril, however, emerges not from vitamin D itself, but from consuming too much of it without careful professional monitoring. Because vitamin D is fat-soluble, your body stores any surplus, primarily tucking it away in your body fat and liver. If you consistently take excessive amounts over time, it can accumulate to harmful levels, leading to a condition known as hypervitaminosis D. And what's the main consequence of this overload? You guessed it, hypercalcemia, that unwelcome excess of calcium in your blood we discussed earlier. So, how does this specifically translate to trouble for your legs? When vitamin D toxicity triggers hypercalcemia, it's like a chain reaction. You might experience significant muscle weakness and a feeling of being constantly drained, almost as if your energy reserves are leaking. Muscle aches or cramps can become frequent unwelcome visitors. Bone pain can make movement a chore, and you might even find walking, something you once took for granted, become surprisingly difficult. These are not minor inconveniences, they are direct assaults on your leg strength and stability. What's even more concerning is that some research has uncovered a rather unsettling connection between high doses of vitamin D and an increased risk of falls and fractures in older adults. The very outcomes we often hope vitamin D will help us prevent. It's a real paradox. For instance, one notable study discovered that older women who received a very large annual dose of 500,000 international units of vitamin D actually experienced more falls and fractures. Another study indicated a higher risk of falls in adults over 70 who were taking 60,000 international units per month, compared to those taking a standard lower dose. Some studies even suggest that having vitamin D blood levels above a certain threshold, say over 45 to 50 nanograms per milliliter, might paradoxically increase the likelihood of a fall. It's incredibly important to understand that these warnings are primarily about excessive, unmonitored supplementation. They don't negate the value of appropriate doses that your doctor might prescribe if you have a diagnosed deficiency or a specific condition like osteoporosis that requires higher levels. For most adults over 70, the typical daily requirement is around 800 IU, which is 20 micrograms. Venturing into territory beyond 4,000 IU a day long-term, unless you are under the close supervision of your doctor, is like sailing into stormy seas. It can lead to problems and toxicity. The golden rule here is achieving balance and seeking personalized medical advice, not self-prescribing high doses based on a more is better assumption. The second vitamin that can, unfortunately, do more harm than good for your legs if you overdo it is vitamin A. Much like vitamin D, vitamin A is a vital nutrient, no question about it. It's crucial for maintaining good eyesight, supporting a robust immune system, playing a role in reproduction, and ensuring your organs like your heart and lungs function correctly. It's also beneficial for your skin. You can find vitamin A naturally in a variety of foods, such as liver, dairy products, eggs, and oily fish. Additionally, colorful fruits and vegetables are packed with beta-carotene, a substance your body cleverly converts into vitamin A. However, vitamin A shares a characteristic with vitamin D. It's fat-soluble. This means any excess isn't simply flushed out of your system. Your body stores it primarily in the liver. Over time, consuming high levels, especially of what's called preformed vitamin A from supplements, often listed as retinol palmitate or retinol acetate, and certain animal-based foods can lead to a toxic buildup. This condition is known as hypervitaminosis A. Think of it like a storage closet that keeps getting filled. Eventually, it overflows and creates problems. So how can an excess of vitamin A specifically weaken your legs? Taking in too much vitamin A has been linked to a few significant issues that can negatively impact your leg strength and mobility. This is a major concern. Some studies suggest that consistently high intakes of preformed vitamin A, for example, regularly consuming more than 1,500 micrograms or 5,000 IU from these sources over many years, might have a detrimental effect on your bone density. This could make your bones more fragile and susceptible to fractures, especially as you get older. This is particularly worrying for seniors who might already be at an increased risk for osteoporosis, a condition where bones become weak and brittle. The symptoms of vitamin A toxicity aren't always obvious, but they can include persistent muscle pain, aching joints, and a general feeling of weakness, all of which are definitely bad news for maintaining strong, healthy legs. While it's not as direct a link as we see with vitamin D, very high levels of vitamin A can sometimes interfere with the way vitamin D functions in your body. It's like having two workers who are supposed to cooperate, but one starts to hinder the other's job. This can indirectly affect your calcium balance, which, as we've emphasized, is absolutely critical for healthy muscles and bones. The established safe upper limit, often called the tolerable upper intake level, or UL, for preformed vitamin A for adults is 3,000 micrograms RAE retinol activity equivalents, which translates to 10,000 IU per day. It's really important to be mindful of this limit, considering all sources, including fortified foods you might eat and any supplements you're taking. Many multivitamins contain vitamin A, and fish liver oils can be particularly high in it. If you regularly consume liver or liver pâté, say more than once a week, which are exceptionally rich sources of vitamin A, you should be extra cautious about taking additional vitamin A supplements. The primary concern here, to be clear, is the excessive, ongoing intake of preformed vitamin A, especially from supplements. This is different from the beta-carotene you get from fruits and vegetables. Your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A more slowly and as needed, making it a generally safer source. It's like having an on-demand system versus a constant, potentially overwhelming supply. Okay, so we've explored how an overabundance of vitamin D and vitamin A can potentially become a roadblock on your path to strong legs. What's the most sensible and effective way forward to ensure you're keeping your legs strong safely and effectively? This is the cornerstone, the absolute most crucial step before you make any changes. Always, and I mean always, chat with your doctor or another qualified healthcare provider before you stop or alter any supplement regimen. The information we're sharing here is designed to educate and empower you. but it is absolutely not a substitute for personalized professional medical advice. This is especially vital if you're currently taking supplements for a diagnosed deficiency, managing osteoporosis, or navigating any other health condition. Your doctor has the full picture of your health history, understands the medications you're on, and can determine your specific individual needs. They are your trusted partner in health. Test, don't guess. The most reliable way to determine if you actually need a vitamin D supplement and precisely how much is through a simple blood test. This test measures your 25-hydroxyvitamin D levels. Your doctor can arrange this for you and then help you interpret the results, letting you know if your levels are low, optimal, or perhaps even too high. It's like checking the fuel gauge in your car before a long trip. Get the dose right. If the test reveals you do need a supplement, your doctor will prescribe the correct dosage tailored to your specific situation. For many adults over 70, a general guideline is around 800 IU per day if there's insufficient intake from diet and sunlight. But remember, and this is key, doses exceeding 4,000 IU a day should only be taken under strict medical supervision due to the increased risk of side effects. It's about precision, not guesswork. 3. Go natural when you can. Don't forget the power of nature. Aim to get your vitamin D from natural sources whenever possible. A bit of sensible sun exposure can make a surprising difference. Even just 15 to 30 minutes a few times a week can be beneficial. Though this depends on your skin type, geographical location, and the time of year. Also, enrich your diet with foods like fatty fish. Salmon and mackerel are excellent choices. Egg yolks, and vitamin D fortified foods such as milk, certain yogurts, and cereals. Managing vitamin A safely, a balanced strategy. 1. Keep an eye on your total intake. Become a bit of a detective when it comes to vitamin A. Pay close attention to the total amount you're consuming from all sources, your regular diet, any multivitamins you might take, and separate vitamin A supplements. Don't forget to diligently check the labels. 2. Food first for carotenoids. Prioritize getting the majority of your vitamin A from a balanced, colorful diet. Load up on fruits and vegetables rich in beta-carotene, such as carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, kale, and mangoes. Your body intelligently converts beta-carotene into vitamin A on an as-needed basis, which is a much safer and more regulated way to obtain this nutrient. Think of it as your body having its own internal regulator. 3. Be careful with preformed vitamin A supplements. If you do choose to take a supplement containing preformed vitamin A, look for terms like retinol, retinol acetate, or retinol palmitate on the label. Ensure your total daily intake from both food and all supplements stays well below that 3,000 micrograms RAE, 10,000 IU upper limit. And as we mentioned earlier, if you're a regular consumer of liver more than once a week, it's generally best to avoid supplements that contain additional vitamin A. A broader look at supplements for falls and fractures. The U.S. Preventive Services Task Force perspective. It's also quite telling to consider the stance of the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force, USPSTF. In their December 2024 recommendations, they advised against the routine use of vitamin D and calcium supplements for the primary prevention of falls and fractures in community-dwelling older adults. This refers to adults who are not at special increased risk, are not living in nursing homes, and are not currently being treated for osteoporosis or a diagnosed vitamin D deficiency. This guidance underscores the important message that simply adding more supplements isn't automatically better for everyone, and these decisions should always be individualized and made in consultation with your doctor. More ways to build leg strength, a holistic approach. Beyond the careful management of vitamins, remember that true lasting leg strength is built from a combination of positive lifestyle choices. Balanced diet. Fuel your body with a diet rich in lean protein for muscle repair and growth, whole grains for sustained energy, and a vibrant array of fruits and vegetables for essential micronutrients. This provides the fundamental building blocks for muscle development and overall health. Regular exercise. This is non-negotiable. Incorporate activities that build strength, such as working with weights, using resistance bands, or even using your own body weight for exercises like squats and lunges. Don't forget balance exercises like Tai Chi or standing on one leg to improve stability and engage in activities you genuinely enjoy like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling. Need professional help. Don't hesitate to consult with your doctor and perhaps a physical therapist or a certified personal trainer. They can help you develop a safe, effective, and personalized exercise plan that's tailored to your current abilities and health status. It's also incredibly wise to become attuned to your body and recognize the potential warning signs that your vitamin levels might be too high, which could potentially lead to issues like hypercalcemia. If you start noticing any of the following symptoms, especially if you are taking supplements, it's a signal to give your doctor a call. Feeling unusually thirsty all the time and finding yourself needing to urinate much more frequently than normal. Experiencing persistent nausea, episodes of vomiting, troublesome constipation, or unexplained abdominal pain. Feeling unusually tired, sluggish, or weak, as if your energy has been sapped. Noticing new or worsening muscle aches, cramps, or bone pain that doesn't seem to have a clear cause. Feeling confused, more irritable than usual. Unusually down or depressed, or finding it hard to concentrate or focus. These symptoms can often be subtle or mimic other conditions, so it's easy to dismiss them. However, seeking professional medical advice is always the best course of action to accurately determine what's causing them, and to ensure you're not experiencing adverse effects from too much of a good thing. Your body often sends signals. Learning to listen to them is key. So let's bring it all together. Vitamin D and vitamin A are undeniably essential for maintaining good health. However, the crucial takeaway is that taking too much of them, particularly through high-dose supplements taken without a doctor's explicit guidance and monitoring, can unfortunately work against your noble goal of achieving stronger legs as a senior. It can open the door to problems like hypercalcemia, result in muscle weakness, and even paradoxically increase your risk of falls or fractures. The most effective path to keeping your legs strong and reliable as you age is paved with smart, informed choices, not just by reflexively taking more pills. Make it a non-negotiable priority to have open conversations with your healthcare provider, to truly understand what your unique body really needs. Focus on nourishing yourself with a nutrient-rich diet, get your body moving with regular appropriate exercise, and approach supplements with caution and knowledge. Your activity levels, your cherished independence, and your overall quality of life are most certainly worth this extra diligence and attention. What are your thoughts or perhaps your own experiences with vitamins and leg strength? We would genuinely love to hear from you in the comments section below. Please remember, though, that this is a space for sharing experiences and engaging in supportive conversation, not for giving or receiving specific medical advice. If you found this information valuable and are keen for more insights on staying healthy, vibrant, and active as a senior, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And most importantly, to echo our central message one last time. Always, always consult with your doctor before making any changes to your vitamin or supplement routine. Stay strong,